Good day, students. Welcome to this session. In this session, we are going to discuss lesson planning and presentation. There are many documents or records that are required from the teacher. One of the major documents which a teacher that is going to teach in the classroom must prepare is the lesson plan. We may ask ourselves, if someone wants to plan his lesson, at what point does planning begin? The planning begins right from the time the teacher is thinking of what topic to teach. What materials will I use? What methods will I adopt to teach? And so on and so forth. The climax of the planning is when the teacher now sits down to put down his plan to note form, which we call the lesson note. In planning your lesson, when putting the plan down, there are some major subheadings the teacher has to indicate. The Faculty of Education has a customized manual for lesson plan, which every student is expected to purchase or to have a copy for preparing their lesson. In that customized plan, the subheadings have been stated, starting from the name of the student. Though the name, the school, and the matric number will have been stated at the back of the notebook of the lesson plan. But however, the lesson plan is expected to be prepared in duplicate. So the supervisor may want to go with a copy out of the two copies. So if the supervisor tears a copy, your identification must be on the copy that the supervisor is taking away. Hence, aside from the back of the manual, the identification is also stated inside the notebook. So the student teacher needs to put his or her name completely, and then the matric number must also be indicated completely. After the name and the matric number comes the date. If it is a subject system, we always write our dates covering the full week. For instance, a government teacher that teaches government, let's say SS1, A, B, C, D, will write the date that will cover the whole week. Let's assume the week starts from Monday, August 1st to Friday, August 5th. You will just say Monday, August 1st to Friday, August 5th, 2024. Or Monday 1st to Friday 5th, August 2024. To cover the whole thing, irrespective of the fact that the teacher is going to enter separate different classes on different days. But since he's going to teach those classes the same topic, so that single note will cover the whole classes. So you put his name, his date. Then the next subheading is the time. Now let's say a teacher that has 4 arms. Let's say 4 arms of SS1, for instance. If he enters SS1A first period on Monday, that is 8 to 8:40. And SS1B, let's say 3rd period on Tuesday. SS1C, let's say 5th period on Wednesday. Which time will he write? And he's going to teach them the same topic at different times of the week. So instead of time, it is then advisable for the teacher to write duration. Then in relation to the duration, there's period. Usually we have 2 periods for every subject on the secondary school timetable. Or period 1 is usually a short period with 40 minutes, whilst second period is usually a double period having 80 minutes. If the lesson plan is for first period, the duration will be 40 minutes. If it's for second period, the duration will be 80 minutes. So there's a relationship between the duration and the period. Then the name of the school. Though you've written the name of the school at the back of your notebook, it's still expected that you write the name of the school on each of the lesson plan for the week. The reason being that the supervisor may want to go with a copy. So you'll be able to know your school, your name, and so on and so forth when he's preparing his report. So the school is very essential. Other essential part is the class. In case you are given 2 or 3 classes to teach, like a government teacher, for instance, who is given government SS1, SS2, and SS3, you need to indicate the class that you are teaching. If it is SS1, maybe A to B or A to C or A to Z, you need to indicate whether A to C or A to D in case the arms are many and the arms are shared between 2 teachers or more. So if you are given A, B, and C, and the other person is given D, E, and F, so you indicate SS1 A to C, while for the other teacher, he would indicate his own class. So if any supervisor comes, so we know that, okay, you are in SS1, not SS2. You are going to SS3, not SS1. So the class is very, very essential. Then now the subject. For the particular lesson plan, you indicate the subject you are teaching, because in some cases, a teacher may be given more than one subject. For instance, a government teacher may also be given civic education to teach, or he may be given social studies to teach. If you are going to a class, we need to know which subject are you going to teach in that particular class and which period. So after writing the subject, the next thing is the topic you are going to teach. Topics are of two types. There are topics that you can teach and finish teaching within a single period, within the period. There are topics that should be broken down into subtopics. So in that case, we have the first topic, no subheading. The second one, which is the theme or major topic, can be broken down to subtopics. So if you write the major topic, then you write the subtopic. So that subtopic, we will know that that subtopic is what you are going to teach for that particular lesson. For instance, a biology teacher that is going to teach reproduction, for instance, he may not be able to complete reproduction, teaching the whole thing about reproduction within a single period. So he needs to write, after the topic, then we write the subtopic. Topic, reproduction. Subtopic, maybe asexual reproduction first. Then the following class, we write topic and then subtopic, sexual reproduction. So when the topic is broad, the teacher needs to break it down to subtopic. Very essential. So after the topic and subtopic, the next major subheading is the objective. The teacher must state the objectives he's going to achieve at the end of the lesson. There are different types of objectives. We have general or broad objectives, we have instructional objectives, we have specific objectives, and we have behavioral objectives. A general objective, like the name indicates, states a broad or general behavior. The behavior and the content, there are two aspects of the objective. The content to be taught, or the subject matter to be taught, and then the behavior to be exhibited by students. So if, for example, a teacher writes as the objective, at the end of the lesson, students should be able to know map of Nigeria. That word know is broad.